It ain't even gonna be close at 154.
So he'll rule at 154.
Easy.
He would have fought and made it a fight, but Jaron is too much.
Guy is talented and has the skill level that Boots has. Anything can happen, but don't get it wrong. Bud has that skill level too. So
Terence Crawford has walked through 5 divisions, rising as the undisputed king. He did the unthinkable, climbing up 2 weight classes to humble the face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, and claimed a 3-time undisputed crown. He has quieted every doubter, faced every man set before him, and carved his legacy as an all-time great.
Terence Crawford is the best fighter on the planet. Pound for pound, he's that dude. In this 4-belt era, he is now the undisputed world champion 3 times over. 140 pounds, 147, now 168 pounds, claiming all the belts. You don't see people doing that very often. Going up against a guy who was perceived as being bigger and stronger, Crawford was strong. Crawford was strong enough to fend him off, strong enough to make him respect his own power. He used his jab, he used his distance. He had poise in the ring, he wasn't rattled. He backed up and moved when necessary and kept us different. He exchanged enough to gain respect when necessary. It was a brilliant, brilliant, masterful fight on Terence Crawford.
He's faced everyone except the rising menace who many see as his shadow-like reflection, Jaron Boots. And this isn't merely a hard fight. It's a legacy-defining clash, the one danger to Bud's throne.
Who they are cancels out each other as far as height. You know, they both switch hitters, lift, and everything. All of that cancels out each other. So they are literally the same people, pretty much.
The man Jaron Boots Ennis isn't simply an undefeated fighter. He is truly a specialist, a chilling riddle built from a 34-0 record. And 30 of those victories have arrived through ruthless knockouts. He isn't just winning. He's closing nights early with speed, power, and a switch-hitting rhythm that feels darkly, eerily familiar.
Shawn, what you think? I said he's too much. He's just too much. When you got somebody who is just so intuitive in the ring, so intelligent in the ring, and then got the speed and the quickness, the agility, the power, clearly, the everything to back it up, it's like he's too much.
The difference is Crawford done been in the big stage against big fighters so many times. And also with age, he didn't beat up his body, so his age is actually good. He got the grown man strength. He not just grown man strength, but he built on top of that. Like, look at him at 135. He was a little scrawny dude. He wasn't a big dude. Now look at him. He ripped up everything. He's strong. So sure. I feel like he got everything, all the experience, all the knowledge. So I got to go with Crawford.
This isn't just hometown noise. Philly rapper Meek Mill, who understands legends born in his city, calls Boots the next icon rising. After Ennis's latest explosive first-round knockout, Meek delivered a direct, cold message to Terence Crawford. I'm with Boots, of course. He warned Crawford that he's about to witness what this shot is truly about and discover the presence of Philly monsters.
Crazy that my TV paused as soon as he knocked him out. That was crazy as shit. But shout out to Boots. Boots the next legend to come up in this shit.
How does Crawford and Boots play out, Meek?
Crawford and Boots play out? I'm rocking with Boots, of course. I'm from Philly. Crawford, you already know you about to meet this Philly shit. It's all love, but you about to see what this Philly shit about. We real monsters. Let's get it.
This paints Ennis as something far beyond a simple challenger. He's incoming storm.
What we know?
Y'all know everything.
I don't know nothing. I'm trying to find out what I know. Enlighten me.
What you mean enlighten me? You for Devin Easy, you could for me.
You jumped up out of my sanction body to go fight in the IBF. So what I know?
What you mean?
What you mean? What I mean? Would you rank that in the WBA or not?
Yo, it don't even matter. Yo,
all right, catch up, little homie. Catch up, then. If it don't matter, catch up.
Yo, he picked Evan
catch up.
Evan Easy was way under.
You just said it don't matter. Catch up. I'm talking about before that.
He not about it. We already know he's not about what he's talking about.
I'm not about what? I'm not about what?
You don't want to fight.
You said I'm not about what?
You don't want to fight.
Man, go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Fight. All right, go ahead.
You dreaming, man. You talking in your dreams,
don't
man.
want to fight. Yeah, we asked for that fight plenty of times, yo. When? Plenty of times.
What's plenty? When?
Man,
you fronting.
You know what's up.
One man who has walked through the flames with Crawford sees this as something far more dangerous. Shawn Porter's opinion carries more weight than anyone else's because he is the only one who truly understands what both men can do. Porter, a former champion and an elite warrior in his own right, was the last man to stand across the ring from Crawford in that division. A vicious battle that ended with Porter's corner stopping it. He knows Crawford's greatness up close, but he's also shared rounds with Jaron. In a raw moment on his podcast, Porter revealed a scene in sparring that shifted his entire view. He said Andis caught him with a real right hand, a punch so sharp it made him stop and think, yo, that was real. This wasn't a sparring touch, it was a warning shot.
You had one of them in eights and the other in sparring?
I don't know, because that dude hit me with a right hand in the sparring, and I was like, I was like, yo, that was real.
It's one of those things where
Porter carried himself as an alpha male his whole career until, by his own words, he stepped into the ring with Crawford. He says Bud is the real alpha, a fighter who shattered him both mentally and physically.
I was an alpha male until I got in the ring with that dude.
It just
and that dude, like, it was like the more he wasn't allowing me to do what he wasn't, and it was like, damn, okay, well then shit, you know.
The chilling undertone in Porter's voice is that he senses that very same aura in Boots Ennis. This is why Porter admits he genuinely can't pick a winner. He calls it an A+ versus A+ fight, a modern-day clash that deserves to be mentioned alongside the legends Hagler, Hearns, and Leonard.
Think would have happened the version of Ennis here in 25 that you sparred in Philly against the version of Crawford in 21 that you fought? What would that have looked like?
I truly don't know, because Terence is just
somebody getting stopped.
I don't know. That this fight right here, if this fight were to happen this year, it would go down in history as one of the classic fights that go with the Marvin Hagler and Tommy Hearns, that go with the Ray Leonard and all of those guys.
You know what fight I always thought these two would resemble their own way? Was when James Toney would fight Mike McCallum.
Oh, wow.
And they would have, go watch those fights. You will see the highest level of exchanges in box.
Don't. Yeah.
Counter. Like just.
With speed and power.
I just think
and creativity.
You just don't see that. That's what this would have been.
Yep.
100%.
A+ versus A.
That's A+ versus A. I like that.
Terrence just a little too much and will catch him.
Yeah.
And buzz Boots. And I think that'll. I think Terrence stops him.
It's such a special fight because you got two alpha males in the ring that are true alpha males. You know what I mean?
Porter's co-host dropped an analogy that nails why this debate is so epic. He said Jaron is like the new school explosive stars, the Tracy McGrady's or Vince Carter's of the world. But Terence Crawford, he's on another plane. The proven legend, the Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant. This sets the fight up perfectly.
Like if Shawn fought Floyd Mayweather. Oh, I thought that was good.
I'd compare it to this. Jaron Ennis, Terence Crawford. Jaron Ennis is Tracy McGrady, Vince Carter. Terence Crawford's Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan.
There you go.
Perfect. A+A.
And if you just look at the highlight reels, you might actually think Vince Carter is better. You might think Vince Carter is even better.
Yeah, that's perfect.
That's
just like that.
He can't explain it even better.
Is Andis just the flashy, insanely talented newcomer who can light up the show? Or is Crawford the established GOAT? The one with next-level fight IQ who's already cracked every puzzle thrown his way.
What is Boots versus Terence Crawford? What does that look like?
I don't know yet, because we haven't seen Boots in against a guy that has touched him good enough to really test his chin. So that's the only thing we don't know about him yet. We don't know if he can take the real punch yet because we haven't seen it. But as far as the skill goes, he got everything. And that fight could be a very difficult fight because he had...
Rapper Mino, who witnessed Crawford's historic triumph over Canelo up close, leans toward the proven king. He was floored by that performance, pointing out that Crawford wasn't overwhelmed by the much bigger man as everyone expected. Mino picks Crawford to win exactly because of his proven ability to adapt to any opponent. He believes Crawford possesses a strategic mastery that Ennis hasn't confronted yet.
Oh,
listen.
Talk to me about them.
Boots is the guy.
How does that fight play out, the super fight, Crawford versus Boots?
I went to the Crawford fight
I was there
in Vegas. I'm not going to hold you. He really, really surprised me. I'm talking about in a good way, like it was next level, you know, because everybody was talking about how homie was going to be too big for him, too powerful, Canelo, how he was going to be too overpower him. And it was none of that. Actually, he wasn't even that. He ain't even really that bigger than him.
He didn't break a sweat, right?
That was light work. He took him all the way out of his fight. Very impressive.
Crawford is a master tactician, a true general inside the ring. Promoter Eddie Hearn has boldly called it the best fight in boxing, painting Andis as the new Crawford, ready to claim the throne.
Look, Jaron Ennis against Terence Crawford is the fight. And that can be at 54, it can be at 60. You know, obviously we've got Lima to take care of first, but that for me is one of the great, crossover fights, because Boots is the changing of the guard guy. And Crawford's the guy that's been there and done it all and just proved, that he's still very much...
The experts' consensus is undeniable. Crawford has dominated divisions and conquered legends, yet Boots is the one fighter who might possess all the tools, speed, power, and ring IQ to dethrone him. For many, this is the ultimate trial, the undisputed king against the young killer he must face to cement his place as the greatest of this era. This is the great paradox, the moment that has sparked a wildfire of debate.
Right now in my career, a lot of people like boost this, boost that, boost this. Fighting Boots is a lose-lose situation. I win, they're gonna say, oh well, he was young, he wasn't ready. He was talented, he was skillful, but you got the experience over him. You got, so much more than this kid that never been tested before. Me fighting Boots will be like, okay, well, you beat Boots. It's not a mega fight.
Right after his career-defining win over Canelo Alvarez, with the world seemingly at his feet, Crawford was asked straight up about the fight everyone craves, a showdown with Jaron Boots Ennis. His reply was instant and dismissive.
Would you consider going back down to 154 and face Jaron Ennis, the guy who prepared Canelo Alvarez for this fight?
No. I ain't going down 154.
That single sentence sent shockwaves rippling through the sport.
About the Terence Crawford fight. I'm tired of answering questions about it. He already said millions of times that he not fighting me or looking my way, so I'm just tired of answering those questions, and if a fight happened, it happened. I wanted it to happen, but if not, yeah.
Because, according to reports, Terence Crawford already holds the WBA title at 154 pounds. He's a champion in the very division he insists he won't drop back to. This isn't about shedding weight to move down. It's about defending his own throne against the undisputed #1 contender, the man who was his mandatory challenger. This public refusal has divided the boxing world.
Versus Lima. Who is this Lima guy though, bro?
This is what Boots does though. Boots fights this level of opposition. He hasn't fought anyone that's like an A-tier fighter. But what he does is amazing. Like when Lima's southpaw, you come out and normally comes out, he's like a bit of a switch hitter. Normally starts in southpaw, Ennis, but he come out orthodox. Yeah. And that I think that threw Lima off. Bro, once he lays hands on you, it's mad.
It was impressive. Still, it was impressive to get him out of there. 2 knockdowns and then the ref jumped in.
You call me crazy, yeah? I sat there thinking, what?
I feel like they should fight.
They were supposed to fight.
I know.
They were supposed to fight.
I feel like they should fight.
I don't. It's like, what's Spud? Why though? Why is Spud fighting that fight? Like, it's a generational fight that he doesn't need to Fuck.
There's another theory just as compelling, one coming from another Philly specialist, Gilly Dog Kid. Gilly, like Meek, is backing his hometown fighter, but his analysis casts a chilling shadow over the 154-pound division. He respects Crawford, putting him firmly on his Mount Rushmore of boxing.
Crawford did his thing, man. Mount Rushmore.
He's on Mount Rushmore. He's on there, right?
Yes.
This win, everybody said Crawford elevated his status. He's the GOAT. Do you think this win puts him on Mount Rushmore or makes him a GOAT in boxing?
Everybody got their own opinion, son.
What's yours?
My opinion is I like who I like. You know, I like Roy Jones, Floyd Mayweather, Bernard Whitaker. I'm liking Sugar Ray Leonard. I've been watching a little bit of Sugar Ray Leonard. James Tony, they my top like guys that I've been watching.
He carries an almost unsettling level of confidence in Boots. When asked about other top contenders, like the undefeated power puncher Virgil Ortiz, Gilly just laughed it off, calling it easy money for Andis. Gilly predicts that Boots will dominate the entire 154-pound division with ease. He believes Andis won't face a genuinely challenging fight until he climbs to 168.
I'm always going to root for Boots. Boots is from Philly. Terence Crawford is a specialist. Boots is a specialist. It'll be a great fight.
So
Terence is my guy, man. I
you
love
see it as a 50-50 fight?
I mean, I see it as a great fight.
It's a great fight.
I don't know if it'll be 50-50, 60-40, what it would be. But I see it as a great fight.
And what about Boots and Virgil Ortiz? That's what they're talking about next up.
That's easy money.
That's easy money. He gets the knockout?
Easy money.
This casts Crawford's refusal in a different light. Maybe it isn't fear. Maybe Crawford, the master strategist, sees exactly what Gilly sees. Perhaps he knows the 154-pound division is already Enis's territory to claim, and he's setting his sights on bigger challenges and historic paydays at 160 or 168.
You got Boots Ennis in your weight class.
Definitely.
What do you think about him?
Oh, he's very, very talented. He's unproven, but he's very talented.
Yeah.
The eye test tells it all. You know, he's got the it, you know, but we haven't seen him against any elite fighter. We've never seen him tested. So until then, you know, we just going to keep saying, oh, Boots, 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 until he meet that fighter that's going to test him.
Is that a fight that you would be interested in?
Nah, it just don't make sense right now in my career. Like I said, like, especially money-wise, don't nobody really know Boots, but
right.
I'm looking for bigger and better challenges like Canelo.
You're just looking for the big ones.
Yeah.
The big fish.
Yeah.
Fish fry.
That definitely. Definitely. Them the guys I'm looking for.
But then there's the simplest and perhaps most cynical reason for all of this. It has nothing to do with fear and everything to do with money. Mino explained it perfectly. When asked what Crawford should do next, he was blunt. Get that bag. He said if he were Crawford, he'd take the rematch with Canelo Alvarez first.
I would like to see that, but I ain't gonna hold you. If I was Crawford, I would probably do Canelo again. Get that bag, get that rematch bag.
Okay. And then after that, where would he go after that?
Then we could do whatever. Because at that point, I mean, really, Crawford ain't really got nothing else to prove to nobody, you know?
This underscores the harsh central conflict of professional boxing. Legacy versus currency. The Canelo rematch promises a guaranteed 9-figure payday, the biggest check in the sport. The Jaron Enis fight, by contrast, is a high-risk, low-reward nightmare.
He's not close to getting Crawford. I don't think Crawford takes the fight. Everybody's, you know, relying on Turkey Al-Sheikh, Prince Turkey Al-Sheikh to get that fight done. I don't think it gets done. I think Terence is looking out. The reason for him going to 54 is because he wants to conquer 154. I don't think outside of getting belts at 154 and a fight with Canelo Alvarez, I don't think there's anything else that Terence even wants to do. And getting in the ring with a Boots is not something that he's interested in.
It's a battle against a young, hungry monster who hits like a ton of bricks, wields a style that mirrors Crawford's own, and doesn't yet carry the global pay-per-view draw that Canelo does.
He wants 2 or 3 more fights. What fights do you think he should take?
Okay, one is the rematch.
Okay.
Then Yeah, I mean, I would like to see Boots get a real shot. So yeah, why not? Did Crawford never fought Teofimo, right?
No, Teofimo's too light.
Too light, right?
Yeah, he's at 140 pounds. Crawford's at 168. He'll move down to 154, 160 to fight.
Who else is up there?
At 168?
Yeah.
There's not a lot of competition. The guy that just knocked out Berlanga, Hazma, nobody really probably wants to see it. Everybody's calling for Boots. So, you know, the two skilled fighters, they both switch hitters.
And they counter punches.
Yeah, definitely, man. You have any, like, you lean towards anybody? Or you like
Crawford,
50-50?
man. Crawford? Though, right? Because, I mean, he's showing the propensity to be able to adapt to any fighter. You know what I mean?
This is exactly why the pros insist this fight is a must. It's the only one left. The master versus the monster. The Jordan of this era against the McGrady who might even surpass him. The only man Shawn Porter says carries that true alpha male aura, capable of breaking other elite fighters.
I myself in shooting it straight. So you do the same thing, and shooting it straight to the people. That's our job. That's our responsibility. I don't care who I'm friends with, not friends with, like, don't like. You know, it doesn't matter. It's not going to sway how I'm going to say something. So I'll start right there and say it. Boots Ennis is he's the real package. He's the full package. I've been saying this for a long time. It's no secret, and a lot of people see it, and they had their ups and downs about how they feel about him. But he's the full package. He can fight inside, outside. He can punch. He's got good hand speed. He's technically solid. His father does a good job. He's mentally right. He's got the amateur pedigree. He's the full package. But yeah, he had the right guy.
Terence Crawford now stands at the ultimate crossroads of his flawless career. He can chase the money, as Mino suggested, and secure the bag. He can take the Canelo rematch, cash another $100 million check, and maybe retire, leaving the haunting question of Terence Crawford to linger over his legacy, the one great what if. Or he can follow the path of the legends before him. He can turn, face the Philly monster everyone warns him to avoid, and shut the door on the single greatest threat to his reign.
But I want Virgil Ortiz next. And if we can't get Virgil Ortiz next, I heard that Baby Cub was calling me out too. Charlo, he can get it next. Fundora, what's his name? Baccarat.
Terence Crawford has crafted a flawless career, defeating every man in his path. But the question remains, will he be remembered as the undisputed king who faced every challenger, or as the brilliant strategist who knew exactly which monster to walk away from? That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss our upcoming content. And don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments. Stay tuned. We'll see you in the next video.